I found myself in the beautiful city of La Marche de la Butte, one of the biggest cities in Frankzenbeans, the country of elves. The elves were of a high pedigree, which is a nice way to say they were very snooty. I marveled at the city's beauty. Every stone and plank of wood was placed with a purpose. There was a lot of pride taken in the creation of the city. It filled my heart with joy and pain, for I was still destitute. I didn't have a coin to my name. I certainly would not get a deal from any of the expensive shops here. I found a seat at a local cafe. The server asked me if I wanted anything. She was a young elf. At least she looked young. I was so long lived, it's hard to tell. I told her solemnly I merely wanted a place to sit. She smiled at me and walked away. I sat there and wondered where I would get my next meal, where I would find a roof over my head, and most importantly, where would I get my next tail? The server managed to sneak me a few pastries and some water. I implored her that I have no means to pay for these items, but she assured me I would pay differently. I was curious what she meant. The server and I talked all the way back to her home, where she would later commune with me. I would like to say I am not one to kiss and tell, but forgive me, I've done very little kissing in my life. I asked if she wanted to be mentioned in my project, and she declined. I will respect her wishes. Anyway, after our union, she told me the story of her great aunt and her interesting love story.
It was many centuries ago, not terribly long for elves. A young woman by the name of Dendra lived in the lap of luxury. She wanted for nothing. Servants would bring her what she wished, even before she said it. Her room had the softest bed, pillows, and blankets. Her brushes were made of gold, pearls, and gems. Suitors from all over the kingdom pined for mere moments with her. She could have whatever she wanted. Yet she felt empty. It was a big day, at least to everyone else, at Dendra's manor, where her father, Duke Francois Ingenieux, lived. It was Dance des Prétendantes, where suitors from all over Frankzenbeans would come to dance and participate in contests to win the hand of the fair maiden Dendra. Her father had two of these dances before to find a suitable suitor, but for his daughter, no one impressed Dendra. All the best elves in the land weren't the best for her. Her father was sure this dance would be difficult. Dendra was skeptical. The dance started off as normal, mundane to Dendra, as young lords and ladies danced, while Dendra sat on the throne next to her father. Duke Francois smiled, forcing as much as he could. He glared over at his daughter, who didn't look amused at all.
Having fun, my lovely.
Dendra glared back at her father.
Not particularly.
Dendra sighed and forced a smile that hurt her emotionally and physically. After the dancing, it was time for the contest. Dendra had to force her smile even more. The first contest was game fencing. The two young lords presented themselves to Duke Francois with their canes, like fencing swords. One lord addressed the Duke and his daughter.
I am Lord Char of House Brie. I am here to contest for the heart of Lady Dendra.
Duke Francois gave the young elf lord a nod.
Hmm.
The other elf lord addressed the Duke and his daughter.
I am Lord Quetarie of House Vermeer. I am here to contest for the heart of Lady Dendra.
Duke Francois gave the other elf lord a nod.
Hmm?
The two lords faced each other and brandished their blades. Duke Francois raised his hand into the air
Ready?
and brought it down.
Duel.
The two lords began dueling. As the two lords dueled, Dendra watched in disinterest until she realized no one was watching her. She made her escape. The lords dueled for several minutes, which felt like several hours, until Lord Quetarie disarmed Lord Char, sending his blade to hit the floor. Lord Quetarie brought the tip of the blade to Lord Char's throat.
Concede.
Lord Char hangs his head in defeat and shame.
Concede.
The two lords faced Duke Francois and Barbe. Lord Quetarie crossed his blade over his chest. The Duke applauded.
Good show, good show.
The Duke looked to his daughter.
Wasn't that?
He was shocked that Dendra was gone. In the manor's garden was a large tree, where Dendra would climb and play as a little girl. It's a pastime she continued. It had always made her feel free. She hung upside down from a branch, laughing with glee, until she found herself staring face to face with her father, who looked furious. Then her laugh of joy became one of fear. Duke Francois angrily shoved clothes into baggage. As Dendra protested,
Father, please don't.
You've embarrassed me for the last time.
I'm sorry, Father. I promise I'll choose.
the Duke stopped packing for a moment and glared at Dendra with his arms crossed over his chest.
All right, name's the man you want to marry.
What?
There were several lords in attendance. Which one did you pick?
Lord,
Yeah, you're going to your hands.
The Duke went back to his anger packing, while Dendra protested.
Father, please. I can't.
In futility. A carriage drove down a forest path, surrounded by armored guards riding horses around it. Dendra sat in her carriage, staring out the window. She hated being sent to her aunt. Her aunt was the head of a farm outside of the city. And Anne would always put Dendra to work, tending to the animals and picking vegetables. It was supposed to teach her discipline, though it didn't seem to work, since she was still a spoiled princess. The carriage ride was slow, but she didn't mind. She was not in a hurry to do manual labor. The carriage continued down the road until a crossbow bolt flew through the air, striking the carriage driver in the chest, killing him. The sudden attack spooked the horses. As the guards unsheathed their swords,
We are under attack.
Dendra was surprised when the carriage came to an abrupt halt.
What's going?
She heard the commotion outside. Dendra stepped out of the carriage
What's happened?
onto a grisly scene. All her guards and their horses were lying on the ground with their bodies riddled with crossbow bolts, and their blood mixing with the dirt, making a gruesome mud. Dendra began to cry.
Oh my God! No!
Dendra went to run, but slammed into a large orc. A sinister smile came over the orc's face.
Hey, girlie.
Dendra went to run from the orc, but her way was blocked by more orcs. They surrounded her and came closer. Dendra went to run, but slammed into a large orc.
Please, don't hurt me. My father is rich. He'll give you whatever you want.
Sorry, lady.
The orc unsheathed his sword.
But I got a job to do.
Dendra backed away while shaking her head in horror and disbelief.
No!
The orc bandit lifted his sword over his head as he prepared to bring it down when something shook the ground. The orcs looked around in confusion and fear. As their leader also looked around in confusion and fear.
Who was that?
As if to answer the orc bandit leader, a giant wooden foot descended on one of the orcs, crushing the life out of it. The orc bandit looked up in horror.
What is that?
A giant wooden fist hit another orc, sending him flying. The remaining orcs ran off. The orc bandit leader yelled to his fellow orc bandits.
Get back here, you cowards.
Giant tree man stepped in front of the orc bandit leader, who looked up into the face of the tree man, shaking in fear. The tree man growled at the puny orc. The orc bandit leader dropped his sword and ran off. The tree man turned around to face Dendra. He walked towards her.
Thank you.
The tree man just stared down at Dendra for a moment before he said, Dendra was too afraid to speak, so she merely nodded yes. The tree man merely nodded back. The tree man started walking away.
What's your name?
The tree man shouted back.
Arbre.
The tree man started walking away. Dendra looked around at her dead guards.
Now how do I get home?
Meanwhile, at a manor back in the city, a discussion was about to take place. Lord Char was pouring himself a glass of wine in his study, when someone else entered.
You're starting early.
Lord Char glared at his guest.
Let me be. I don't need judgment, especially from you.
Lord Quetarie merely laughed.
Someone is a sore loser.
Leave me be.
Lord Quetarie came up from behind Lord Char and wrapped his arms around his waist.
Don't be so angry. Everything is going according to plan.
I guess.
Oh, sweetheart, how can I make you feel better?
Lord Char turned and smiled at his friend.
Once we have access to the Duke's fortune, I will feel better.
Lord Quetarie kissed Lord Char hard on the mouth.
Mm.
Mm.
Will that tide you over?
It will suffice for now.
Dendra made her way back down the trail her carriage was driving. And since she didn't know how to drive a carriage, she had to walk back in the dark.
How could this get worse?
Dendra heard a thunderclap overhead. Followed by torrential rain pouring on earth. Lord Char and Lord Quetarie were about to get intimate when they heard a knock at the door. Dendra continued her trek to the rain.
Mais bien sûr que je te déplais.
Dendra was sure she was safe. only to die on this trail when Arbre had returned.
I do not anticipate the rain. Would you like a ride home?
Dendra looked up at Arbre with a big smile.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Char opened the door to see the orc bandit leader standing in the rain, looking scared.
We got a problem.
Arbre taxied Dendra along in his branch through the pouring rain. Arbre addressed his passenger.
Are you alright with this?
Although Dendra clung to wet, cold wood, she never felt more warmth inside. She smiled.
Never better.
What?
Dendra realized what she said and was embarrassed.
I said this is fine. Everything is fine.
The two lords and the orc bandit leader argued.
You had one job.
One job.
The orc bandit leader shrugged.
No one said there'd be a giant tree monster.
The two lords looked at each other in shock.
Tree monster?
Arbre brought Dendra to the edge of the city.
Here you are, miss.
Dendra looked up at her wooden hero in awe.
Take care.
Arbre turned and started to walk away. Dendra started to panic. She couldn't understand it herself, but she didn't want Arbre to leave.
Wait.
Arbre stopped in his tracks and turned around.
Yes,
How do I repay you?
Arbre shook his head.
never speak of me.
Dendra looked at Arbre in confusion.
What?
The two lords continued to argue with the orc bandit leader.
Go back and kill the tree monster.
Sure. Once I get paid,
The two lords looked at each other and sighed. Lord Char looked back to the bandit leader with a sneer.
Follow me.
Lord Char opened a small treasure chest and took out a few coins. As the orc bandit leader watched, Lord Quetarie looked around.
So, where is the rest of your band?
that's a good question. Those cowards ran off to God knows where.
Too bad they are not as brave as you.
The orc bandit leader sneered at Lord Quetarie. Lord Char stopped counting counts.
Actually, I won't pay you in gold. We have steel.
The last thing the orc bandit leader saw was Lord Char's smiling face. And the last thing he heard was Lord Char say,
We have steel.
before falling to the floor, dead. Lord Char wiped his blade with a handkerchief while chuckling.
Always wanted to do that.
Lord Char looked toward Lord Quetarie, who glared at him.
You're cleaning this up.
Dendra and Arbre stared at each other.
Can't I tell my father about your great deed? You must want a reward.
No, they'll bring humanoids into my forest.
What's wrong with that?
Arbre shook his head.
Humanoids build cities.
Aren't our cities beautiful?
Arbre looked at the city.
The forest is more beautiful.
Arbre went to walk away again, but Dendra stopped him. Again.
Wait!
Arbre turned around, looking a bit annoyed.
What?
Dendra became a bit sheepish.
Would it be all right if I saw you again?
Arbre was about to yell at the annoying elf girl, but once he saw her pleading eyes, his wound heart softened. Arbre smiled.
That would be fine.
Dendra's face lit up with joy. Arbre grew stern.
But bring no one else with you.
Dendra nodded furiously.
No, of course.
Arbre nodded and continued into the forest. Dendra watched after him in awe. Dendra ran home with a feeling she had never felt before. Her bare, wet feet hurt, slamming onto the cobblestone road, but she barely felt it. As far as she was concerned, she was flying. Duke Francois slept soundly in his lavish bed. Until a pounding at his bedroom door woke him up.
What is going on?
Jacques answered his door in shock as a soaked Dendra stands before him with a nervous smile on her face.
Hello, father.
Dendra sat in front of the fireplace, trying to dry off.
So all the guards were killed?
I'm afraid so. I almost didn't, but...
Dendra realized what she was about to say.
But what?
Dendra scrambled to think of something.
But then I did.
Dendra smiled nervously.
Okay. I'm just glad you're safe.
The Duke sent a group of guards to investigate where Dendra was attacked. Lord Char and Lord Quetarie volunteered for the expedition. The two lords and the guards examined the scene of the bandit attack. One of the guards looked toward the lord.
Messieurs, I don't think our men killed these orcs.
The two lords looked at each other and then at the guard.
I believe you're mistaken. These orcs were clearly killed by the guards.
The guard looked at the orc corpses again and then back to Lord Char.
It really doesn't look like that.
Lord Quetarie glared at the guard.
That is what happened.
The guard stepped back in fear and surprise.
All right.
The two lords and guards rode back on their horses. The two lords brought up the rear so they could talk in private.
Our guards did not kill these orcs.
Lord Quetarie rolled his eyes.
I know that.
Lord Char shook his head in confusion.
Then why did...
Clearly, Dendra did not talk about the tree.
And?
Lord Quetarie rolled his eyes.
Thank goodness you're cute. It's called leverage.
Leverage?
Lord Quetarie smiled at Lord Char.
We may get that fortune yet.
Dendra was lying in her bed, thinking about Arbre. She couldn't get him out of her mind. She had to see him again. One night, Dendra climbed out of her window. Lord Char gave his friend a confused look. Lord Quetarie just happened to be out, and luckily for him, and unluckily for Dendra, he saw the young duchess sneaking out of the city. He smiled to himself.
What are you doing, mademoiselle?
Dendra skipped through the forest, humming a tune to herself. Lord Quetarie stalked after the duchess as quietly as possible. Dendra wasn't sure how long she traveled, but she was sure that the cold was getting to her. And the forest noises were getting to her as well.
I hope I find you soon, Arbre.
Dendra continued her quest. After several minutes of traveling, Dendra's legs grew tired, so she sat under a nearby tree.
Where are you, Arbre?
Lord Quetarie watched Dendra from some bushes. Thoughts raced through his head. Diabolical thoughts. She was alone. He could just take her out. Duke Francois had no other children. He would have to give his fortune to someone. He would just need some convincing until he heard the giant footsteps.
Huh?
Dendra picked her head up in excitement as she heard the giant steps. She smiled.
Arbre!
Lord Quetarie listened to the giant steps.
Arbre?
Nervously, Dendra jumped to her feet in excitement as Arbre walked around a corner and saw Dendra. He was surprised. Dendra nodded furiously with a big smile on her face.
Yes, it's me!
Arbre shook his head in confusion.
What are you doing?
Dendra was hurt by the question.
I'm here to see you. You said that I could.
Arbre looked away, a bit embarrassed. Confusion.
I thought you would get bored and forget about me.
How could I forget about you? You saved my life. You're the only thing on my mind.
Two mossy spots on the side of Arbre's mouth seemed to glow a brighter green, a tree's way of blushing.
I don't know what to say.
Dendra ran up to the tree man and hugged him.
You don't have to say anything.
Arbre smiled as the little elf hugged his leg. He put a hand on her back as gently as possible. Lord Quetarie watched the beautiful scene, but not in awe. It inspired the gears in his head to move.
I can't wait to tell Char about this.
And so it went. Dendra would sneak out of her house, and Lord Quetarie, sometimes Lord Char, would follow her. Dendra would gallivant with Arbre in the forest. And Dendra would return home. Until Dendra skipped through the forest. When something stopped her,
Lady Dendra?
Dendra stopped in her tracks, filled with fear, until Lord Quetarie stepped out of some bushes.
What brings you to the forest?
Dendra's mind raced as she thought of what to tell the Lord.
I.
Lord Quetarie feigned a look of concern.
Does your father know that you are here?
Lord Quetarie continued his mock inquisition.
Have we taken a sudden interest in trees?
Dendra still struggled to find words. A sly smile came over Lord Quetarie's lips.
Or is it one particular tree?
Dendra suddenly caught on to Lord Quetarie's cane. Her fear became anger.
What do you want?
Oh, good. Brass tacks. My terms are simple. You promise me your hand in marriage.
What? I would never. I don't love you.
Lord Quetarie broke into laughter.
Oh, silly girl. Marriage isn't about love, it is about property.
Lord Char was watching Dendra and Lord Quetarie from the bushes. His love had brought him there to make sure the deal went as expected. He kept a hand at the hilt of his sword just in case the deal didn't go their way. Arbre made his way through the forest, his wooden heart aflutter at his anticipation of Dendra's visit. Lord Quetarie was still laughing. The Lord composed himself and went back to being serious.
Now, let's make a deal.
Dendra shook her head.
I would never marry you. Besides, it wouldn't help you anyway.
Lord Quetarie looked intrigued.
Oh?
Dendra nodded with a fierce look on her face.
Oui, you would have to get rid of my father too.
Dendra was horrified by what she had just said and the devious smile on Lord Quetarie's face.
Is that right?
Arbre continued his trek through the forest as he checked on the trees until he heard a scream. Dendra had her back against a tree as Lord Quetarie came towards her with his sword drawn.
Please, don't hurt me. I'll marry you. Just don't hurt me.
Oh, don't worry, mademoiselle. I will take good care of you and your father's graves.
Lord Char snickered to himself as he watched Lord Quetarie prepare to dispatch the Duchess.
Take care.
Lord Char's attention was arrested by another sound.
Huh?
Lord Char turned around to see a giant wooden foot coming towards him. He screamed in horror and futility. Lord Quetarie was about to stab the Duchess until he heard something hit the ground behind him. He turned
Huh?
to see Lord Char's mangled body on the ground, his eyes filled with tears.
Char! My love.
Dendra looked at Lord Quetarie in surprise.
Love?
Lord Quetarie was not paying Dendra any mind. He was transfixed on the giant tree man standing before him. Lord Quetarie backed away in fear. Dendra sneered as he walked past them.
And never come back.
As Lord Quetarie backed into some bushes, he took a final look at the bag of flesh and bones that used to be his lover. He brought his look back to Arbre. Rage had replaced fear.
I will have my revenge, tree man. Mark my words.
With that last ominous promise, Lord Quetarie turned and ran into the woods. Arbre went to chase after the elf lord. When Dendra stepped in front of him,
Wait, don't.
Arbre stopped in his tracks and looked down at Dendra.
He's not worth it.
Dendra shook her head.
Ugh. He has no power here. This is your domain.
Dendra hugged Arbre's leg.
Please, my love, push him out of your mind and let us enjoy each other's company.
Arbre looked to where Lord Quetarie ran and back to Dendra. He did this several times until he surrendered to Dendra's arms. Lord Quetarie ran through the streets of the city, tears streaming down his face. He would have revenge on the three bastards. He would turn the forest to ash. A dark idea came to him. He knew it would help him. He just had to spin the tale correctly. Arbre walked through the forest, with Dendra hiding in his branches, like they had done many nights before. Little did they know that this would be the last time. Two guards stood at the gates of the Duke's manor.
It's a quiet night.
The other guard shrugged.
It's a slow night. E Dee. Of course. Then I get paid for standing around.
The first guard rolled his eyes. As he refocused on his post, he saw something coming towards him. As the thing got closer, the guard realized it was Lord Quetarie running towards them.
I need to talk to the Duke.
Duke Francois sat in his throne room, deeply annoyed at his slumber being disturbed. He glared down at Lord Quetarie, thinking of how he could punish the young elf lord for the interruption.
This had better be important.
Lord Quetarie looked up at Duke Francois with fear and sadness in his eyes.
It's about Dendra. She's in danger.
Duke Francois jumped to his feet.
What?
Duke Francois, Lord Quetarie, and several soldiers stuck to the forest, holding torches and a vendetta. Duke Francois shot a glare at Lord Quetarie.
What did the tree monster do to my daughter?
Lord Quetarie gave his Duke a somber look.
I'm sorry, my Duke. I must confess my cowardice. I ran away once the monster slew my
Lord Quetarie caught himself before he accidentally confessed something. He composed himself.
slew my lord Char. I don't know what he's done with Dendra.
It was at that moment the Duke heard a sound that chilled him to the core.
Dendra!
The Duke shook his head in horror as he listened to his daughter's torment.
My gods, what is it doing to her?
Dendra screamed. In delight as she swung on Arbre's branches. The Duke went to run out to his daughter,
Dendra, I'm coming.
but Lord Quetarie stopped him.
Wait, my Duke.
The Duke shot Lord Quetarie a look of rage.
What's my way, Lord Quetarie?
Please, sir. This forest is vast. Even with such a large quarry, it will be days, even years before you find your daughter.
What should I do?
A malicious smile crossed Lord Quetarie's face.
We'll make it come to us.
Duke Francois gave the Lord a curious look. Arbre continued to stride through the forest with Dendra still in his branches. He suddenly stopped and sniffed the air. Dendra looked down curiously.
What's wrong, my love?
Arbre turned and started running. Lord Quetarie and the guards ran through the forest, lighting trees on fire. Lord Quetarie laughed to himself.
This is for you, my love.
The Duke lit a tree on fire, stood up, and shouted into the night sky.
Leave my daughter, monster. This whole forest will be killed.
Arbre ran towards where the smoke was coming from. As the tree man got closer, stood up, and shouted into the night sky. Arbre ran towards where the smoke was coming from. As the tree man got closer, Dendra could hear her father shouting.
So you hear me, monster? Face.
Dendra was filled with horror. She didn't think about her father coming. Whatever he was doing, she had to put a stop to it. The elven guard told him, and Duke Francois inside his house. The guard was about to fight him. On him, he heard something.
Huh?
He left without drum and giant. Coming close. The Duke, Lord Quetarie, and the guard stopped their actions to look up at the freeman, charge at them. Duke Francois stood and glared at the monster in front.
You done with my daughter, monster.
Outreached toward his branches. Arbre was shocked to find that all was gone. Dendra ran as fast as she could. She couldn't bear the consequences. She couldn't bear the consequences of her actions. Arbre growled as he swatted and crushed. As the trees continued to burn around Lord Quetarie thought as the two monsters hustled down, the Lord charged and stood forward with a battle cry.
Ah!
Mrs. Dodge fought. Lord Quetarie hit the three monsters with his torch.
Take these, monster!
Arbre cried out. Dendra was still running until she heard Arbre's scream. Dendra stopped in her tracks.
Arbre, what have I done?
Dendra began running back. As Arbre crossed the hills, Dendra made his way back. Storm clouds began to gather. Arbre cries out in agony as the flames took his body. Lord Quetarie laughed, hate and triumph.
That's right! Die, you wooden bastard!
I looked down at the building wall, brought his pistol. Lord Quetarie, seeing that this was the end, looked solemn.
We'll be together, Char.
Dendra was still running. She was so transfixed on getting back, she barely felt the raindrops hit her. Arbre had killed the last guy and was now facing the Duke.
By force.
The Duke faced three monsters in detention.
Give me back my daughter.
Arbre shook his head.
I told her she abandoned me.
The Duke gritted his teeth in rage and shouted to them.
Liar.
The Duke raised the torch into the air, and we said that the time. The Duke charged forward. Dendra ran through the heavy rain, not letting it slow down. Dendra made her way to the battle, but she ran late. The ground was littered with dead elven bodies, including their father and one large wounded body that was absent out. She shook her head in dismay.
No! Please! God!
Dendra ran over to her father, ignoring his blade. Just as well, the rain was extinguishing his blade, and knelt back.
Father! I am so sorry!
The police fell on dead ears as your father stared towards the sky with a look of fear on his face. He died not knowing that tears welled along his eyes. A torrent of tears were about to speak, just like the rain pelting from above, until she heard a deep breath.
Arbre!
Dendra ran over to him with her mother's body. She climbed through his branches so that she could lay on his face and look in his eyes. She caressed his big features lovingly.
My love, are you all right? Please be all right.
Arbre's weak eyes rolled themselves toward Dendra.
You abandoned.
The tears started to fall from Dendra's eyes.
I know. I'm sorry.
Abstrained and sentences were few. He couldn't think of anything to say but
Abandoned.
Dendra shook her head.
Yes, but I'm back. Please, don't leave me.
The light started to leave Arbre's eyes and he rolled away from Dendra and stared.
Abandoned.
And breathed his last breath as the light faded from him. Dendra shook her head while disbelief and pounded on her.
No, Arbre. Please don't leave me. I'm sorry.
As the rain pounded at her. He sang all over his pocket. At least, what was left of him. Dendra was still lying at Arbre, exhausted from getting no sleep in the night. Dendra walked silently to the first wet evening. She looked around somberly, not knowing what to do. She couldn't go home, not without Arbre. She couldn't live with her love, who was no longer living. Thoughts swirled in her head until she saw something. Dendra saw a small sap growing from the dirt betwixt two birds' stumps. She dropped to her knees, with tears in her eyes. However, they were tears of joy that like still softly grow in this wasteland.
I am so happy to see you, little one.
Dendra looked back at Arbre.
I could never bear you children. Our natures would have never allowed it. But I will make it my life's mission to bring this forest back to life, my love. The new trees will be our children.
Dendra turned her attention back to the sap,
I will start with you. Petit arbre.
which meant little tree. Dendra spent the centuries of her long elfin life taking care of the plants and animals of the forest. Dendra, now in her 500 years, scanned the land that was once birch stubble, but was now filled with young trees. She smiled to herself. She looked at the biggest tree amongst the new trees.
Your brothers are getting so big, Petit arbre.
Dendra looked up to the sky.
I hope you're proud, my love.
My elven companion told me about a group of druids known as the Children of Dendra that took care of the forest. It was Dendra's legacy. After a few more days of entertainment, she loaded me up with some food and sent me on my way. I was very remiss to do, but my project was too important. I'd have to come back and visit